And tonight he's charged with having and trading a massive amount of child pornography. KIRO 7's Gary Horker is live near the Gates compound in Medina. And Gary, this man worked as an engineer for the family.
That's what SPD intelligence found out, Steve. They found out that the man actually worked for the Bill and Melinda Gates mansion on the grounds of their sprawling 66,000 square foot estate, and that's where they found him and questioned him last March. The estate is behind us, right on the lakefront here, but this is a few blocks away, and it's as close as their security will allow us to get. But according to King County prosecutors, 51-year-old Rick Allen Jones was questioned by detectives about images of child porn and even child rape that were sent from Jones's home computer. Now, none of this alleged crime actually happened at the Gates mansion, but it was here that Rick Allen Jones admitted to detectives he collected child porn for about 10 years, sending images through his Gmail account. Now, while Jones was talking to detectives at the Gates estate, 3 more SPD detectives had a search warrant to search Jones's Ballard apartment. There, they say they found more than 6,000 images of graphic child porn and rape, 133 of which were children identified by police. We tried Jones's apartment for comment. We got no response. We also reached out to Bill and Melinda Gates' foundation, and we did not hear back. So, in fact, we do not know if he's been fired by the Gates' family. Another mystery into this is why Jones was never jailed or charged by these allegations up until now. The investigation started here at the Gates Foundation, the Gates Mansion, in March, and the criminal complaint, which I have right here, says he has to show up in court and face a judge in the coming days. So we're going to keep track of this. We're digging into the charges. We'll keep you posted on the latest. Live from the lakefront in Medina tonight, I'm Gary Horker, KIRO 7 Eyewitness News.
As you know, Bill Gates is the world's greatest philanthropist, just caring so much for the children and caring about us now. Look at his generosity. He just wants us all to be vaccinated. What if I told you that in 2014, Bill Gates got caught sponsoring child pornography? Not only sponsoring child pornography, but he definitely blandly denied it, and he went to the rescue for his pedophile buddy. So what happened was, in 2014, Bill Gates, he had an engineer called Rick Allen Jones. This man was in Bill Gates' house, his state, trading child pornography. All right, let's go into common sense. Bill Gates invented computers. Do you really think Bill Gates is not gonna know what the fuck gets traded into his personal network in his state, in his house? He's not gonna know what goes on there. Okay, one. Second, put aside that Bill Gates invented a computer and knows everything that's going on with it. All right, put that aside. Bill Gates is one of the most powerful billionaires people in the world. Some people might argue he's more powerful than the president. You really think Bill Gates will risk his reputation trying to align himself with someone like that? Like, do you really think Bill Gates is not gonna know what's going on with his family engineer? This is not an engineer for Microsoft. All right, this is a family engineer. So now that that's there, why have we not heard about this? Well, it's pretty obvious, and I'll show you. So what I'm about to source is from SeattlePI.com, and it's also from ComoNews.com, both from Seattle. Gates employee sentenced for child pornography collection. Seattle man admits to possessing child pornography molestation videos, and he was sentenced to 90 days in jail. Sentenced to 90 days in King County jail, as well as 2 years probation. I'm reading this on my other phone. That's what I'm looking down. And then, towards the end of the judgment, the charges to which Jones pleaded guilty: child pornography, possession, a felony, and failing to report child pornography and misdemeanors would originally have meant 3 to 9 months in jail terms. Prosecutors agree to give a slightly shorter jail term because Jones is the caretaker for his ailing mother. Jones was judged to be a low-risk offender following psychiatric evaluation. So at the end, this guy was supposed to report to jail, and he never did. He never reported to jail, and he got put in probation for 2 years and was supposed to be a registered sex offender. Now, let's go a little deeper into this. So Rick Allen Jones versus the state of Washington. Case number 14-106-7891. Why don't we start by the fact that it's a legit government number. So whenever you put it on Google, it does take you to the courts of Washington, D.C. But guess what? Guess what? The records, for some reason, are currently unavailable online. Wow, what a coincidence. Contact your local court for more details, because you already know those people get paid by Bill Gates to not release that information publicly, man. The same reason Bill Gates pays the Seattle Times. And they suppress that information. Since the Seattle Times, the most reputable newspaper in Seattle, didn't publish it, then nobody really cared about it. That came from the National Center for Missing and Exploiting Children. Hundreds of King County cases are listed here with the investigative agency. All right. So the investigative agency of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children was not involved in this case of child pornography, which all other cases in the same county had that law enforcement involved. So also Bill Gates has denied plenty of times that he knew Jeffrey Epstein, when in fact we know that he was his buddy. Dude, Jeffrey Epstein was Bill Gates' pal. Like, what the? There's no way he did not know about this. There is no way. There is no way. And you want to know what's funny? He denied that he knew him. And then after we found out that he had met with him plenty of times, then he said, oh, I regret those business decisions. I should have never gotten myself involved with him. Okay, so why the fuck will Bill Gates meet up with Jeffrey Epstein knowing that he's a pedophile? Because Jeffrey Epstein first got caught in 2007, and then 2011, and then the last time got caught. Alright, this is not a first time thing. So why the fuck would Bill Gates align himself with that person when he runs charities, when he is surrounded for children? And this has been going on for years. This is not new. Everybody knows about this, but everybody's too scared to do anything about it. That's what it is. That's the reality of the situation. If that's not enough, let's talk about Mr. Nikolai. Was Mr. Nikolic, who's Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation science advisor. So Mr. Nikolic is the science advisor of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And this guy got listed in the will of Jeffrey Epstein. Dude, this guy is the fallback executor for Jeffrey Epstein's entire will. Why? And then when you look this up, he's like, oh, I'm shocked. I was not expecting this. Yeah, sure you are, bitch. Yeah, you weren't expecting that. They were pictured together. Like, who knows how many times they like met up just to have fun. Oh. Talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Everybody knows he didn't kill himself. Alright? Jeffrey Epstein was going to expose the world's most powerful, or his most powerful connections, which are the world's most powerful people. And he was going to expose those contacts, relationships with the sex trafficking and pedophilia and child molestation business that we see every day. One of the things that was going to come out was obviously Bill Gates. Bill Gates has been to Jeffrey Epstein's house many times, these different states. He's flown in private jets with him, but we know he has his own $40 million private jet, so why would he need to do that? And they ran partial businesses together. They met up with each other, and there's no way he didn't know, man. There's no way Bill Gates did not know Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile. And now with this connection, I see it more than ever. I don't trust him. I don't trust none of those rich people. I don't trust them telling me what to do in my life, what to put in my body, or when I can go out. I don't trust those people at all. Those people are nothing but 2020 feudal lords. That's all they are. And that's why they get to get away with this gross ass dehumanizing shit that they do. And I had enough. Do your own research. do your own research, and if you find something different, let me know. All right? Later.